How does mold impact our health? Some types of mold produce mycotoxins, nasty little spores that cannot be seen without special equipment. For example, one often found toxic type of mold is the famous black mold. How much of a harmful effect mold will have on your health will mainly depend on the time spent in mold presence. The longer you live inside a moldy house and breathe in mold spores, the greater the risk for you and your loved ones. Mold versus seasonal allergies. Unfortunately, it's not easy to tell a reaction to mold spores apart from a reaction to the pollen that prevails when trees bud and flowers flourish. The symptoms of each are more or less the same. Sneezing, stuffed up or runny nose, itchy, irritated or watery eyes. Bear in mind that no two reactions to mold are the same. Your reaction will depend on the frequency or duration of your exposure and your sensitivity to mold. Ask yourself these important questions. Is there a history of flooding? Are there any visible signs of mold? Are there musty odors? How to prevent mold allergies. Similar to hay fever, poor ventilation in your indoor space will trigger allergies if there's existing mold. Ensure your home is properly ventilated to alleviate symptoms. Don't forget that you're not likely the only one affected by mold exposure in your home, even if you're the only one exhibiting symptoms. Everyone reacts differently, but nobody is immune or safe from its adverse health effects. Are mold exposure and tuberculosis related? There are 3 types of mold: allergenic, pathogenic, toxigenic. Each of these types can have a different impact on your health, from a single skin rash to breathing issues and even cancer. But, even the strongest immune systems can weaken with time if it is continuously exposed to mold. Especially to pathogenic and toxigenic types of mold. Tuberculosis is one of the possible mold effects you can experience, and we can blame the toxic type of mold for that. Toxic mold spores often produce mycotoxins that threaten your health and make you vulnerable to diseases, like above-mentioned tuberculosis. Mold itself cannot cause tuberculosis, it does weaken people's immune systems, making them more vulnerable to infections. Once your immune system stops working full-time, you shouldn't worry about tuberculosis only, but many infections, mold-related or not. Mold prevention is the key to a healthy environment. Many things, including mold, can be prevented from making a harmful impact on your health by following a few simple steps. First of all, fresh air is your weapon in the fight against mold. Secondly, you have to ensure your house is clean, because dust, spoiled food, and any similar dirt are mold's favorite food. And last but not least, if mold is already present in your home, there is little you can do on your own. In that case, it is best to call professionals to test and confirm the mold type, after which they will give you information about the remediation process and future prevention. If you'd like to get in touch with a professional mold inspector, contact Mold Busters at 1-877-566-6653.